Gerald, can you explain the 10% holdback on the draw payouts to a contractor using an example, something super simple, a $200,000 project, there's 5 draws of $40,000 each?
Yep, absolutely. So basically the purpose of the 10% holdback is to make sure that they pass all final inspections through the municipality where the permits were issued. And make sure that if there's punch list items, they have been completed. So a homeowner is not going to sign off on a final inspection draw if there are items that are incomplete in their home. A lot of contractors, bring up the point, my line item was 30,000 on the draw. How come I'm only receiving 27,000? And we have to explain this time and time again that there is the 10% holdback, and it's for those various reasons I pointed out.
So basically at the end of the project, if it was $200,000, the contractor, the holdback was $20,000. That seems like a lot, but the biggest problem we see are contractors actually finishing a project. They're always going on to their next project. And that puts the homeowner in a bad position because their home's not done. It puts the lender in a bad position because we need the final closeout appraisal done to close out the renovation project and waive all the lien waivers have to be completed. This is the only way that we have successfully gotten all of the paperwork required, all the final inspections, and then the final payout is done at that point. So the contingency reserve can be either pledged in cash if you'd like to bring that to closing, or it's rolled into the loan. If it's rolled into the loan and you have $10,000 remaining, at the end of the project, they will do a $10,000 principal reduction. It does not lower your mortgage payment. It will just shorten the life of the loan in the long run, or if you ever are able to refinance, you'll have a lower loan balance when you go to refinance. If you use the entire contingency, obviously there will be nothing coming back. If you pledge the contingency yourself and you don't roll it into the loan, that money will be sent back to you direct. So you would have received a $10,000 check if you pledge the contingency with your own funds.
And Chris, I'm glad you brought up the 10% contingency funds. In some cases we have projects where they decide they do not want to do their bathroom remodel, and it's after the closing, and that brings up big issues. And there's maybe $15,000 allocated. So I think we should touch on what the lender requires in a case like that.
Well, once you have your scope of the work, you cannot actually reduce the work. You can't say I'm taking out a bathroom remodel because the appraised value was done based on the bathroom remodel. But we had some instances during COVID where lumber went through the roof and it really ate up all contingency. And then let's say they had some other issues. What we did in that case is identify where we could cut back on certain material allowances and still make the home beautiful, but yet maintaining that bathroom remodel. If you have something in the scope of the work, you are not going to be able to omit it because the appraised value is conditioned upon all of that. So we can help as the consultant, as a lender, to get back in touch with you if you have an unforeseen, which can happen here or there, like a major unforeseen problem, or if there's a spike in materials. We had an unusual situation with COVID, and even recently I believe like electrical stuff has doubled and tripled. Right. So things are going to happen in the marketplace. That is why the HUD consultant is super important on these projects. They can help explain things, and I'm always available too. Once we do a loan, if I need to get called back in for any reason, I definitely will help out. So hopefully that explains the process of the draws, the change orders, and some of the holdbacks for the contractors. Remember, I'm here for all your mortgage needs. While I do renovation lending, I also do move-in ready. So if you're unsure whether you want to get a fixer-upper or a move-in ready, I can handle both. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel for more news, market updates, and opportunities to save money.